What's up, everyone? Welcome to Intoxicated Opinions. Tonight, we got a throwback to the '09 era. Got the Incredible Hulk, Hypnotic Hennessy. We got some great beer from Apex Ale Works, of course.
Yeah, and I got me the classic margarita with the Grand Marnier.
Oh, because I took that orange citrons, huh?
You can, yeah.
That was number one, though.
No,
Yeah, say what?
I prefer the Grand Marnier.
You did not say that.
You know, I'm a cognac lover.
Right now, we're going to talk about some white guilt. And
What's white guilt?
what is white guilt? Yeah, that's the first question.
Wikipedia says it refers to a belief that white people bear collective responsibility for the harm which has resulted from historical or current racist treatment of people belonging to other racial groups. And for example, in the context of Atlantic slave trade, European colonism, and genocide of indigenous people.
That's really what it says.
That's what it says. First of all, I don't think that's a thing, honestly.
You don't think white guilt is a thing?
No.
You didn't see those white people picketing, holding signs, forgive us,
That's views, and that's for YouTube, and I mean that's for social media. They don't really feel guilty.
Do you, as half indigenous and half
Black
think white people should feel guilty?
No, I just think you should pay your debt.
What debt?
40 acres and a mule.
That ain't my debt.
I need $40,000 in a car. $40K and a car. That's it. I'll be cool.
Who is paying you?
The government. Stop acting like like they don't have money just out here giving it to people. Stop.
So white people are not paying you. The government's paying you.
The government, yeah. So I don't even know why white people feel so shit. Like, just tell the government pay what they owe. Shit, Uncle Sam collect taxes any other time.
You said 40 acres and a mule?
Yeah.
That was the original promise?
That was the original promise.
40 acres and a mule.
That was the original promise. I know it did. That's just so crazy.
40 acres and a mule was part of Special Field Orders Number 15, a wartime order proclaimed by Union General William Sherman on January 16th, 1865, during the Civil War. This was to allot land to some freed families.
I mean, just wipe the debt clean. Wipe the slate clean.
Each family of formerly enslaved black people would get up to 40 acres. The army would lend them mules.
That's
no
a lot
longer
of
in
land.
use.
That's a lot of cattle.
What happened?
They reneged. They took back. They went back on their word.
Okay. So after Lincoln's assassination,
Let's stop blaming assassination.
Okay, after Lincoln's death, can I read this statement?
Go ahead, man.
After Lincoln's death, President Andrew Johnson reversed Sherman's orders, giving the land back to its former Confederate owners.
That's crazy. That
is it? It's reversed, my dude.
No.
It's done. Andrew Johnson did that.
Let's be honest. If somebody said, I'm going to give you such and such money if you help me do this, and then they turn around because somebody else owned the company and like, you don't get this. This is part of the old agreement. How would you feel?
I feel.
And then at that, they was like, fuck you and everything you talk about, you're going to go back to the bottom.
Is reparations even in any topic in the legislation right now?
No.
No.
It's Biden. No.
What? That was for the black community.
Who was?
Biden.
No.
It was motherfucking in 2020.
That's just who black people felt the need to vote for. Like they used, I'm sorry to say, they used it as a ploy because it was easier to get rid of one person and accept the other, knowing that the other has a horrible. It's like they was both bad. You couldn't win.
Yeah.
Honestly, you couldn't win. It's no winning. We just got who we got. We have to accept it.
As far as white guilt goes,
I like Trump better. No lie, I like Trump better. It was just his rhetoric, I guess.
Yeah.
Not taking accountability for everybody.
He put that energy in the air that he's kind of racist. He's kind of against women. Right.
Not that he's racist, but more so that you gloss over inherent racism.
Uh-huh.
Like, you gloss over it like it don't exist. And I'm saying that, you know, as our president, if you would have just acknowledged that, you would have got my vote.
Yeah. Over Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You see those gas prices? Bro, I seen a meme.
Bro, he won't get a second term. He won't get a second term.
He about to be out.
Yeah.
Who coming in next?
It don't matter.
Trump 24?
Really, at this moment, we just went Russian roulette.
If it's Biden or Trump, who you vote for this time?
I'm not voting. Listen, majority, we stay in Missouri, so it's a Republican state anyway. So
your vote really don't matter.
Yeah,
huh?
it really don't. So, you know, it's all up to... I'll probably vote for everybody underneath, though.
As a half German, half Irish man living in 20...
White.
Living in... Don't be racist, my dude. Living in 2020.
Bro, you're double white. Go ahead, though. Go ahead, man.
I told you there's levels of whiteness.
You trying to separate yourself from KKK white and try to put yourself like average white. Like,
you know.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't feel any white guilt for anything that happened in the past before I was born. And if you do, I think you are an idiot. Why would you be responsible for someone else's actions? That don't make no sense, right? That means you go shoot somebody, I go to jail? No, man.
Well, it's like your son shoots somebody. And you raise this kid to be this person, and more so this person did this act underneath your tutelage. Kind of like the shootings that just happened, the massacre.
I think you got to reverse. It's like if my son go to jail when I shoot somebody, right? Because I'm the perpetrator, just like my ancestors were the perpetrator.
Yeah. But I think it works hand in hand. I mean,
It don't work that way, though. He's not going to go to jail if I go out and shoot somebody. Because it's not his. It's not on him. He had no choice in it.
I mean, if he provided you for it, it has Alzheimer's, and I mean, it just depends. As a black person, I don't think white guilt really. I don't think we care about white guilt.
Yeah,
it's not really important. It's not really a thing. I don't think it's used in the black culture.
So if a white person comes to you and say, "Oh, sir, I'm so sorry, my ancestors,"
I don't
you just
really
look at them weird, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking about?
What the fuck you apologizing for? Like, bro.
So we can officially end white guilt right here.
I just want my 40 acres and a mule from the government.
Besides what the government's going to give you or not going to give you, we can just end the white guilt discussion right here.
It's not me. It's not me arguing about that.
As a Native American and as a black person.
It's not me arguing that.
It's these crazy white liberals.
It's somebody. It's somebody pushing an agenda. Might be your politicians. It's somebody pushing an agenda. But as far as me, I don't believe in empathy for black people and what we went through. Like, if you really want black people to understand, or if you want black people's admiration, change laws. I know it's hard because it's like giving up power. And me thinking like back then, like, do I want to give up power to somebody else if I know I have all this power, if I know I'm not going to be convicted, like this person is convicted of a certain crime? Do I want to give that up to make everything equal? That's hard to do. Even being just a regular person, that's hard to do. But, you know.
It is hard to do.
It is. And I'm just being honest, being realistic. Like, people be sitting here and talk about, you know, racism. Racism is just basically saying white people need to give up their power. It's just like feminism. They hand in hand to me, if you ask me.
Listen.
I think the black man is on the bottom totem pole.
What? We just had a black president.
Who?
We just had a black president.
What did he do? It looked good, didn't it? He just looked good.
You like Obama?
He looked good.
So that means no, he didn't like Obama.
He looked good.
He didn't do that, though.
I don't think he did anything for me.
This month is June. It is Pride Month.
Oh, my God.
From June 1st to June 30th. You go downtown, they got parades.
Yeah. June is not Pride Month.
June is Pride Month.
No, it's not. It's mental health. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
So, how this conversation came about, I said, hey, we could talk about June being Pride Month. Why do they need a whole month to celebrate whatever they're
Their
celebrating?
sexual choice.
Yeah. It just seems insignificant. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
When you got men out here committing suicides, homicide of men happen more than women. Men need help.
And so I don't know which one was established first, Men's Mental Health Month or Pride Month.
That's a good question. That's an excellent question. What you think?
I'm gonna say men. Oh, man, I don't know. When I'm gonna have to look it up because
I think Pride Month was before that.
you think so?
Yeah.
So men's mental health
Took a back seat.
took a back seat. If Pride Month was first, right?
That's fucked up.
When when did Pride Month become a thing? Gay and Lesbian Pride Month in 1999.
Yeah. So
Bill Clinton declared June
okay.
Men's Mental Health Month.
So I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Okay. Cool.
When did
That's what's
Men's
up.
Mental Health Month start? Men's Mental Health
That's new.
Month was established in 1949.
Oh, really?
May is National Mental Health Month. So hold on here. What's going on here? They don't want to say nothing about Men's Mental Health Month.
Oh, so it's just mental health.
Yeah. Men's Mental Health Month start.
June.
1994, June has been recognized as Men's Mental Health Month. So, bro, men should have 5 years.
Over.
The gay people. And so, you know, my biggest
1994. Yeah. June.
my biggest issue with the LGBTQ plus community
The alphabet community.
is they have the need for affirmation. They need to be
That is good.
affirmed by people.
That is good because really people don't care what you like.
Yeah.
Really, like if you do like it, that's just what you like in your personal orientation, sexual orientation. Like people really don't care.
I mean, it's 2022. If there's two girls walking down the street hand in hand, if there's two men,
But that's always been accepted.
it don't matter now.
You know-
Okay, two men then.
It's just like, okay,
A man and a girl that used to be a man. It don't matter. We don't know what. I don't care.
it's just weird. Like to men, it's just weird.
In my head, I'd be like, "This is odd," but I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna verbally disapprove. I'm not gonna publicly.
Because it ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
It's honestly in men's mind, we think like more women for us.
Okay.
That's what we really think, especially younger. We like, okay, that leaves the door open for more women to smash.
Yeah.
Like it really don't really
You know what?
matter.
Gay men got a lot of female friends.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I be thinking, are they really,
But I just don't know why that community needs to be affirmed by society. So they do things like publicly put themselves on display, seeking approval, or ready for someone to say something and then jump on their head. Like, hey, this is our life.
I
We
think
can do
they
what we
look
want.
for that negative feedback.
They pulsate that energy out, and they're just waiting for someone to say,
They give it.
"You can't do that."
Yeah,
That's
they
not
give
right.
them. It gives them reason to move on, to live. It gives them energy. It's like Popeye and his spinach. It does. Like, cause as being a heterosexual, I don't care. I really don't care.
I don't
If
care.
we sitting there and we having a conversation about basketball, sports, I don't care who you like smashing. I don't. I think it makes it weird when you're like, oh, this is my husband. And we're like thinking about it like as regular men, I don't go around like, this is my wife and we've been together such and such years and all this. Like, I don't think we as men really do that.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like if they broadcast it to make it a point to know what you do.
But they're taking away focus from Men's Mental Health Month.
Which is important.
2 mass shootings in the last month.
Men are killed at a higher rate than anybody else. Men commit suicide at a higher rate.
I mean, there's only one other option, men or women. So I guess there could be 3 options.
Yeah, we got that T class, that T group. So, I just feel like,
Leah Thomas. That's what we talking about.
something more prevalent in our society, something more detrimental to, our society should be uplifted more than who you decide to smash. Personally, I believe that we're overlooked a lot of times, especially men. We're told to get over things, told to toughen it out. But we go through a lot of stuff. We go through a lot of things that, it's hard for us to deal with. We feel like nobody understands. Nobody can really grasp the concept of being a man. And I think that's where I kind of disassociate or don't agree with the T community.
Yeah, because there's women.
Because they're
moving into a man's role.
Yeah, and they don't understand what comes with that responsibility. And there are roles as men. Women love those roles. Women love when a man can protect them. Women love when a man can provide. Women love when men are the caregivers, the protectors, the providers, the safety nets. So as a man, it's like I have to bear all this in mind.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people think that they could transition. Just like I don't think I could be a woman. I don't want to have a period.
I was just thinking, what about the dudes that transitioning to women? They're impersonating women.
Right. But they're getting the good side of women. They're getting the good things. They're
getting the D.
They don't go through the period. They don't go through the pregnancy. They don't go through the menopause. They don't go through none of them. They go through the good things of being a woman. The admiration, the easy lifestyle. The
dudes looking at you buying you drinks.
Yeah, right. So it's
That's
not.
what you do to
it's not they don't take the difficult parts of being a woman. Just like they don't take the difficult parts of being a man.
We need to reestablish Men's Mental Health Month.
Or we just need to acknowledge that men go through things too. And sometimes we need to dial back and be considerate of men and what they go through.
Who was that boxer, Fury? Tyson Fury.
I
was listening to a podcast and he was talking about...
hey, that's my dude.
Before he became world champion, he was going through depression. He went to the hospital because he never had a panic attack. And that's what was hitting him. He thought he was going to die. He thought someone poisoned him.
He had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went through depression. He was an alcoholic. He was hanging out in parties, and he's like in his mid-30s. He's got a wife. He's got kids. And he said mental health was the biggest obstacle he ever had to
Because we often look at it.
over.
We often look at the negativity of mental health. Like, we don't look at the positivity. We don't look at the, ways to relieve it, the exercise it, eating healthy.
Or how much stronger you are once you overcome it.
Yeah.
And it's still kind of taboo for men to say, hey, I'm feeling down.
What I find it crazy is they just jam all this stuff into the month of June. Because then you got Juneteenth. So it's like you got all these things in the month of June, and it's like, how do you deal with all these things?
Juneteenth, huh?
Yeah.
Listen, man, let me double check before I talk out of my neck. But I think Juneteenth is going to be officially recognized.
As a holiday, which it should be.
Juneteenth, federal holiday.
If all these other holidays are recognized as a holiday, I just feel like, don't let me say I feel like.
Look, President Biden signed a bill in 2021 making Juneteenth a federal holiday.
Right.
He's for the people.
Right.
People.
What are we complaining about? What are we complaining about? Like, this helped everybody, no matter who you are. You get a paid holiday. eventually you're going to get a paid holiday. You're going to get a holiday off. It's just another holiday. Like, as a black person, I've never really celebrated 4th of July, but I take it. Christmas, I take it. Thanksgiving, I take it.
You don't celebrate Christmas? Aren't
I
you Christian?
I know what it's supposed to mean, but that's not what.
What about Easter?
we make it mean. It's just another holiday to get paid.
There's no holidays that are meaningful to you?
Meaningful?
Yeah.
My birthday. Other than that, no, not honestly. Nah.
Okay.
It's just another way to get paid. It's another way to be off. No, honestly, no.
We were just talking about how hard it is to give up power, right?
Right. Go ahead.
And I assume that a lot of white people are like, hold on. We done had the 4th of July for 200 years. Now the black people talk about their own holiday. You know what I'm saying? We already have Black History Month. Now we got to have a whole another holiday in mid-year. And so now I think subconsciously, unconsciously, something in the people's psyches, like, I don't like this. Will white people celebrate Juneteenth?
I'm at the point that if white people don't like the holiday, they're racist.
What?
Yes. It's just another holiday to be off, get paid for. Why are you complaining? Honestly, come on now. Like, why are you complaining? It's like, it's a win-win. White people get the day off. They get paid for it.
Uh-huh.
Black people get to celebrate their freedom. It's a win-win. Why are we complaining?
No.
You have to be racist. Come on. I'm sorry. You have to be racist.
Yeah, you probably have to be racist. Because in the back of a racist mind, I'm going to say they're going to think,
They're losers.
I know why I'm getting this day off.
You lost.
I know why I'm getting this day off.
You was part of the South and you lost. That's what you can't. You take that loss into consideration. Like, damn, man, my people could have been
Juneteenth. What the fuck is this?
Owning these black people and could have been still. No, this is 2022.
So June is turning out to be an interesting month.
It is.
We got Gay Pride Month. We got Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We got Juneteenth.
You're right. And what else is in June?
I feel like we're running out of room to start putting stuff inside of months. How much more can we celebrate? Can we observe? Can we have a moment of silence for?
Like, I understand and I love the reasons behind most of the holidays. You know, Easter, you have the Sabbath day. You have Jesus' resurrection, rose, died again on the third. Well, rose again on the third day, according to the scripture. You have Christmas, Jesus' birth that symbolizes his birth. But then you got Santa, you got the Easter bunny. You have Thanksgiving, pilgrims and Indians. And
You don't like Thanksgiving, huh?
I'm just saying these are not real holidays. Like, even in the Bible, it says that you don't celebrate these, but we celebrate them.
What about Valentine's Day?
That just makes women feel. It makes women feel great. It's not about men. It's about women.
What if it's a man and a man? It's about both of them.
Is it?
Someone got to come home to a better roses.
What if they're both manly?
Someone got to come home.
Are they both manly if they're homosexual? That's
They will be manly.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They have to differentiate who's pitching, who's catching. Or are we flip flopping?
Maybe they share equal duties.
I asked a lesbian that. I said, which one of you takes kind of like the dominant role
You
versus the submissive?
Forget that. You as a white person, will you celebrate Juneteenth?
It's not my holiday to celebrate.
Why not?
Because I'm not black. I wasn't freed on Juneteenth.
But you should celebrate black people being free. Like, I'm happy for black people being free.
I will not be a complainer. I will not go on Facebook and be like, what the fuck is this shit?
So you're a racist.
I will not,
Will you accept the holiday if they start giving it to you, pay it off?
It's already here.
Or are you going to complain?
The banks are shut down. June 19th, this month, the banks are shut down.
Well, a lot of
people don't have nothing to complain about. Matter of fact, I don't think anyone has anything to complain about.
That's how I feel about reparations.
What you mean?
I don't think people should complain about it. Especially with all this free money they're giving to companies and businesses and all that.
All those years of stimulus checks. It was like
millions and billions of dollars. Come on now. And we complaining about 40,000 in a car.
The thing is, with money, they could just print more. Fuck it.
It seems like it, huh?
They just hand it out.
Seems like
trillions and trillions and trillions.
Godly.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's wild.
You know what's crazy? This motherfucking month. I bet by the end of the month. What's the date? It's the 11th today. I bet by the end of the month we have another mass shooting. We'll put that on camera.
Like I said, with all the technology, we should have fingerprint embedded location and everything on these guns.
There should be a technology that to be able to
to be able to fire a gun. If it's
we're not talking about guns, we talking about the people's minds, my dude.
Okay.
That gun in my bag ain't never shot itself.
Right. It's somebody going through things. It's a man going through mental health awareness. It's a pride member who don't know how to deal with, the backlash of people not agreeing with their opinions.
That's a big thing. People get offended because people don't agree with them. It's like people don't understand
criticism.
Yeah. Constructive, non-constructive, or just
somebody's opinion.
Yeah.
That's just their opinion.
If it's not aligned with that opinion,
we need to hold a march for
it's
it.
Offensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to pick it. You got to put it on Facebook. You got to take a picture. You got to harass a person.
That's the day and age we live in. Everything is.
That makes people just not want to share
if
their
you
thoughts.
Don't. Yeah. But once you sit back and analyze and understand that this is just for likes, this is just for views. People love playing the victim because they love to get likes. They love to get views. They love when people validate their feelings. People look for validation. Well, if you don't look for validation, if you accepting of things that go on, of how the world really works, you start to understand that these things are minuscule to what really goes on. I'm surprised I'm elegantly speaking like this, even with all this liquor in my system right now.
You coming to the white side.
No, just because I speak elegantly don't mean I'm white. It means I'm a proper speaking brother. So I'm trying to do that. Don't associate whiteness with proper. Because there's a lot of trailer park trash out there that don't know how to speak properly.
Bro, why you talking about us?
I ain't never been trash.
We've been trailer park style though.
Yeah, we did. Stayed there. We elevated.
Did you notice how the girls
love the brother?
Hey, let us know your thoughts on the month of June, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, Gay Pride Month,
Juneteenth. Let us know if you really feel like you don't really care about any of these, or
if you just don't care, but a lot of people do care and they're making a lot of ruckus.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, Juneteenth is new. It's a new holiday, so that's just weird for people to
accept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For it to become normalized.
It's not.
It is weird.
If they start paying for it, it's not. People be like, damn, I can't wait till Juneteenth to come. Who else is off on Juneteenth?
I bet half of the country don't know Juneteenth is a holiday right now.
I guarantee you most black people do.
You know what? Joe Biden can sign that motherfucking holiday. He can't sign my school loans.
I guarantee you once you get paid for it, white people will be looking for it.
They'd be looking forward to it, huh?
Yep.
We appreciate
Matter of fact, they'll be working in and everything. Double time, time and a half, and all that. I need to work Juneteenth.
Let us know your thoughts on all these topics. We've been sipping, drinking bourbon, beer, Hennessy,
margaritas,
cognac. Shit.
We've been on a lot today. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. Y'all keep us going, honestly.
And to that dude that keep harassing our comment section, just let us know what you want, man. You want us to try something? You want us to give you a shout out?
Because we'll shout you out.
We'll shout you out. Aiden, that's his name. Aidan.
What's going on, Aiden?
You see his profile picture?
No.
He looked like a terrorist.
We out.